Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly. Here's our pals, Mr. Wilby, Miss Pickles, and little baby Wilby Pickles. And if you're seeing that red live button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are crafting today with a Stand Tall crafting group. What the heck's going on here? So come on in, friends. Say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. Let's see if I can get my page to come up. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Okay, here it is. What is that? Add hand gestures. I don't know what that was all about. It said something that popped up all blurry. It said add hand gestures. I don't think we need that. Oh, shoot. Come on in, say hello when you pop on so we know who's... Well, I'm going to try to bring it back up here. I just kicked it out and came back weird. Hello, Miss Kathy. How are ya? Happy Thursday, everyone. All right, come back up. Well, hello, Alyssa. Everybody say hello to Alyssa. That's my stepdaughter. Oh, goodness. Come on. Okay, here we go. Hello, Miss Sparky. How are you? Hello, Miss Wanda and Miss Mary, Miss Krista. We'll see if the comments come up. Let me get my... Let's get our positivity candle lit here. The comments are trying to pop back up. I can look up on my... Hello, Miss Giselle and Miss Teddy Bear. Welcome in, friends. Light this bad boy up. I love this candle. Why my comments are not coming up now? Rude. How am I supposed to see? I'm going to have to look up every time. I'm good. Okay, I don't like looking up there, though, because I'm going to be like going like this the whole time. Let me see if I can get the comments to work. Well, hello, Miss Debbie. How are you, friend? Oh, let me see. And every time I go to do it this way, then it comes back weird. It comes back weird, and I still can't see comments. All right, let me try it one more time. One more time. I don't know if Mother will pop on. I'm not sure what I was going to message her and tell her I was going live, but I forgot. And I already had my stuff all fired up here, so I have to take my phone down and get everything put back. So, well, let's see if we can get the comments to work. So we're gonna slide our friends over here. Page is unresponsive. Well, it doesn't have a pulse apparently. Okay, here we go. We're gonna slide our friends up here so they'll get out the way. We'll see if those comments come up. You guys, we're going to use this signboard. Oh, there it is. You're unable to reply. I can see hello, everyone. Sorry, you're unable to reply. I see that. Hello, Miss Donna and Miss Marlene. This came, you guys remember Frank's. We've talked about Frank's before. Oval signs, a 6x10 sign that I got from an estate sale. It says it was $1, but I don't know. That's not typically, if I got this from my regular estate sales, that's not their thingy. That's somebody else's. Hello, Miss Julie, Miss Marlene, and you notified Mother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. Especially, I don't know why. I gotta remember this. I don't know why. Sometimes I will pick. Hello, Miss Minnie. How are you? Your page needs CPR. Does just like compressions. I don't know why I pick. Guys, this has been sitting in the sun. Look at it. The tags on it, and it like left a mark. This is probably like super old. I don't know why I picked the 4 p.m. slot when I know I get out of work at 3 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Hello, Miss Jennifer. I loved your craft mission. Hello, Miss Rita and Miss Sheila. So I don't know why I do it, because typically I'll do the 5, which is the 4, but I did the 3, which is the 4. You know, Miss Krista and her wonky time zone. Oh, shoot. I'm always going to pick on her about that. All right, let me put my robe. Let me put my robe on, my apron on, so we don't make a hot mess here. So we're going to paint this. We're going to paint this with some moss. We're going to do a little something different here today. I'm thinking about all my friends who like the blingy, well, I'm not really doing blingy, but you know, the glitter, all you glitter gals. You know, I'm trying not to, I'm not doing primitive today or, you know, rustic. I'm going to do more of a, kind of a, yeah, like I said, blingy, feminine, more feminine look. Usually you're on at 4 Central, and it's my last workout. I know, and for some reason, I think this is the one time this month that probably that slot wasn't available, or I wasn't thinking right. Who knows? Hard to tell. Hard to tell, but typically I don't like, because it's just too chaotic getting home, and then, you know, I never know what I'm going to be doing anyway, so I'm like, what can I do today? And our road that I typically come down to come home is closed yet again. It's like the 3rd time this year that the sewer line is busted. So it's closed, so I gotta take a different route anyway. And my good old gas station their pop machine's been busted all week, so I have to, if I really need to pop, which you know, that's my vice, I have to find another spot. And then it's just been a doozy of a week. Been a doozy. I love moss, you guys. Moss is like one of my beginning crafting favorite colors. Well, hello, Miss Carol Ruth. How are you, friend? And it's just such a pretty green. If you like green, moss is a good green. Moss is good. All right, so I'm gonna get this covered, and then we'll dry it. I will slap a coat on the back. It won't take us just a hot second. Just a hot second to do that. Hi again to the best group of stalkers I've ever known. For sure, for sure. If ever you were going to be stalked, you'd like to be stalked by this group, right? Shoot. Too funny. Too funny. So last night my husband comes home from, my son and him, they went sighting their guns in for, you know, for when it's gun season. And he comes home and he was like, I got the other deer, you know, because he's shot 2 deer. And so he said, I got the other deer. So he brought it home and put it in the freezer out in the garage. And he's like, come out here and look. I'm like, I don't need to go out and count roast and hamburger packages. I trust you. Whatever you got is fine. So, of course, he just keeps on. Come on, come out here. Well, I should have known he was up to something, because he's always up to something. So I get out there and he's standing there with we have a refrigerator, like our old refrigerator from our house when we moved and we bought new appliances. So we moved the old one out to the garage, and then we have a stand-up freezer. And he's standing there with the refrigerator door open, and I look in there, and what is in there? Same green as your shirt. Oh yeah, well, it was. Where'd it go? Here it is. What is in there but the frozen deer head in a box? Because he's going to have it mounted. So I was like, that's just gross. He said, it's frozen. I'm like, it's just gross. Last time I saw the deer, it had his legs up in the air with a big old ice pack on its junk, or where its junk was. And this time, it's just cut off from, I don't know, here, and it's shoved in a box. It's so gross. Oh, Lord. He just can't. But he's so excited about getting that. He won't get that mount. You were going to guess that, Sparky? Alyssa, doesn't that sound about right? He's crazy. Yeah, he's so excited that he took the deer head to the taxidermy place today, and it will probably be like 4 to 6 months before he gets it back, but he's very excited. He's not had one of those before, like this. He's taken like antlers before and did like a skull mount where they just take all the skin and everything off and it's just the skull or whatever. But this is like the whole deal. And he said, so I had him like turn it a little bit to the right or something like that. And he was like, because he was trying to figure out where he's going to put it. Poor Bambi. This was more like Bambi's dad. Yeah, this was a big one. But he was so excited, and we talked about where we could put it, and he's just, I said, well, here or there, but you're going to have to make sure it's either straight on or it's turning in the right direction, or it's going to face the wall or something. So he decided to do a certain way, and I said, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out. So anyway, we got 4 to 6 months to figure it out. All right, just going over that little bit. I know this is the back, and it really doesn't matter, but if this is going to go to the craft show, it does matter to me when I do that. Hello, Miss Jackie from the UK. Now you'll have plenty of beer. Oh my gosh. The freezer is like, okay, but he's not even done hunting yet. The only reason why he's not hunting right now is because, I think I'm shaking my cord out down here. Hold on. Is because the base is closed. Where he hunts is closed because they're doing training, so he can't be out there. Or he'd probably be out there again. No, he wouldn't this week because he's working the late shift and he wouldn't get out in time. So, all right, now let's check this front over real quick again. Painting is like the part. Yeah, he's got all kinds of stuff, and I was like, well, what is the stuff you use to make the summer sausage? Because that's what everybody wants. Everybody's like, oh, I like summer sausage, and I was like, well, what a good way to use the deer. Let's make summer sausage, because that is good. So he was telling me all the things. I don't know how to do it. I don't know anything about that, but I just know that is good. So, and having that at the holidays is always a good thing to. My uncle, my dad's brother, used to make that and bring it to like Christmas and stuff. So it was always fun to try that. Surprised he doesn't want it. Our director at work, he has one, and it's mounted in his office, and you always have furry, feathered, or scaly creatures in your freezer. Hello, Miss Yvonne. He said, was he going to bring it into work? Well, where he works is in like a secure location, so nobody would see it except for just the people that can go in there, which is, you know, just, I mean, there's only a select amount of people, so I'm like, no, he's not going to bring it in there. Plus, you know, the ghost of Lisa, the ghost of Lisa would, you know, probably work her way into the deer, and then he'd bring it home, and then she'd be hanging out here. This is actually from Frank's. Do you guys remember Frank's Nursery and Crafts from years ago? I'm sure you can find, I don't think Dollar Trees are like this big. I think they said, what did I say, this was a 6 by 10? But it's a lot like that from the Dollar Tree. But yeah, I got this at an estate sale. I always love picking these, you know, any surface up at a sale. Because, like I said, I probably paid $1 for it or so. No, he's not going to have it over the bed. Gross, no. We have windows behind our bed. I mean, yeah, no. You guys, we're just going to sand the edges of this, because you know I got to do that. No, it's going to go out in our, we have a family room in the back over here, and it's going to go in there. That's kind of his little place. He just got this ginormous gun safe. And the only place you could put the gun safe, because it's so big, is in that room as well. So he sits down on the couch that night the gun safe came, and he sits down like right beside the gun safe, and he looks at the TV, and I'm like, can you see the TV from there? He's like, well, not very well. I'm like, well, it's a good thing we don't have a lot going on out here with the TV. We have a sectional. It's not like you have to sit right there, but if we were going to have a bunch of people over, it might be a little congested. But you couldn't put the safe very much closer to the wall towards the TV, because the hearth of the fireplace is there, and the door would hit. So anyway, goodness gracious, that's that. All right, we're just getting all this kind of like raised up to like the beveled spots of this is what I'm sanding. Well, hello, Miss Janice. Hello, Mother. We have 4 mounted deer heads and lots of just the antlers in the basement. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope this isn't the beginning of all that nonsense. Well, okay. So this guy at work that is a good friend of Blake's. and he hunts too. And he told him, he's like, well, now that you have that, the rule is, he goes, well, this is really my rule, but he goes, the rule is, hello, Aunt Anita, that once you, whatever you mount, so he has an 8 point, so he can't mount another, he can't have another deer mounted unless it's bigger than an 8 point. I'm like, okay, you're good. So it can get really costly, but I know people who, you know, they go all over the country hunting and and they have tons of them, a ton of money put into these things. This isn't cheap. We called around, well, I didn't call around, but he called around a couple, like 3 different places, and it ranged from like $600 to like almost $1,000 to have one of those done. Did y'all ever finish his room? Which room? Which room? Hold on, let me just write it now today. We haven't really finished a room. How's that? Even my bedroom's not finished because we haven't gotten blinds for it yet. I painted it. That's about it. All right, there's what we did with that. I'm going to set that aside. So what we're going to put on here is I took some of my corrugated. This was, I don't know, something came wrapped in this. And when I saw this, I got excited. And I was like, oh, we got to keep that. Because you don't have to rip off the the cardboard for the corrugation. It's already there. And we're going to, obviously, you can tell what we're making. A snowman, because that's about all I make anymore, are snowmen. The one you were decorating with, oh, in the back. No, that's the room with the safe and the deer. And he thinks now we need to take the fish stuff out and we need to make it all hunting stuff. So I'm like, whatever. And he was like, I want to take this, because I want to take this down and I want to hang a gun up here. I'm like, what, hanging a gun up here? What in the world? Ay, ay, ay. Okay, you guys, we're taking white Adirondack and we're going to paint this, okay? And I'm going to cover it fully. You know, normally I wouldn't cover it fully, but I'm going to make this kind of girly this time. Yeah, so I kind of want to do like a hunting and fishing kind of thing, but I don't know if he wants to, because he has some framed, like, really cool, I can't remember what the pictures are. I mean, like, there's names on them. I can't remember what it is, though. But there's a couple of them, and they're really nice, and they're, like, framed with really nice, like, oak frames. And I wanted to put those up out there, but I think they're fishing ones. That's why we were doing fishing out there. So I don't know why we can't do both. He has his grandpa's old cane fishing pole that I thought would be cool to hang up on the wall. So I'm sure we could do like a combination out there. I want to so badly I want to get rid of our sectional. So badly. And I told him his oldest daughter, Sydney, she graduates from college next year, or, you know, the end of this school year. And I'm like, if she gets an apartment, or if Alyssa, who is on here, if one of them gets an apartment and they can fit the sectional in, I'd love to get rid of it. Well, then his deer head can go in there. Where are the fish decorations? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Because that's his room. You know, let's face it. He thinks he has great ideas about decor, but I always have to, like, regulate him and check him and be like, you are, like, for one, you're colorblind, so there's that. Two, you're a man. You're like, here, let's just pile this stuff up here. Like, that's not my idea of decor. Do one side fish and the other hunty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Soon we're going to have an electrician come and install we don't even have a light out there. There's no light in that room. And our front living room doesn't have any either. So we're going to have both of those rooms. We're going to have a outlet put in the ceiling so we can do like a ceiling fan in both rooms. Outdoor room, that's nice. Yeah, probably that's what it'll be. It'll be like our own little version of, what's that store called? What's that hunting store called? Not Gander Mountain. Oh shoot, somebody tell me what it's called. Well, hello, Miss Nora, how are you? What's the name of it? Why can I not? When we went to IKEA, he got to go to that store. I can't think of what it is. The hunting and fishing store that has all the animals in it. Cabela's. It just clicked into my head. Yeah, so we'll have our own little Cabela's. With a little running brook with the trout in it and everything. Or whatever kind of fish is in it. All right, we're going to do one more coat because this is cardboard. We need to make it white. Yeah, thank you. Well, Bass Pro, Cabela's bought out Bass Pro, so it's one and the same now. And I only know this because we went there when we went to IKEA. Because remember, that was the day. We go to IKEA, then we make a roundabout trip to Cabela's. Yep. Cabela's is so expensive. Good Lord. I don't even know. He wanted to buy, you know, he was looking at, he likes some of the clothes they have. It's just so expensive. Even when stuff, we went up to the clearance room, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, this is not my idea of clearance. This is like, it's like full price. Yeah, so Cabela's and Bass Pro are the same store now. I guess. But when we were there, we were looking at all the, you know, all the taxidermied animals that they have there, and a lot of them have stories with them, and they'll like say where the deer came from, or where the elk, or where the weird things came from, all over the world, you know. And they'll be, a lot of them were procured, I'll say that, by the Cabela's family. People in their family, like daughters and, I don't know, sons. I don't know. I just saw a lot of the names for Cabela's that, I say procure because, you know, they caught it, they killed it, they did whatever. Procure. How's that? Is that a better word? Okay. So we got our little snowman. Or this is going to be actually a snow lady. How's that? Does that tell you where we're going with this? A little snow lady. Little snow lady. You guys, I put the dogs back in their crate, so they're probably not happy with me right now. They're not happy with me. But they've been in there all day, but then I put them in there to eat their food. And oh, they buy them from people too? See, a lot of them at this one, it's over by Detroit, all had like tags on them. So maybe like the bears. Have you ever seen those elk and bear and polar? I mean, just crazy. It was crazy how much stuff they had. Okay, you guys, we got the glitter. We got the glitter. Y'all have been asking for the glitter. Well, here we go. All right, let me get the Mod Podge. Right here it is. I was just surprised how many, and I learned a lot that day when, you know, going through and look at all these different animals. I'm like, what is this? I never even heard of these animals before. Never even heard of it. Okay, let's use this kind of old paintbrush. Okay, let's put some Mod Podge in here. We'll start on this, the big one first. And we'll glitter that up. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Remember, Monday night I made pork chops and funeral potatoes. That's what he calls them. And so we've been eating those because I'm like, I made this big old pan of potatoes and then he didn't come home. All right, I'm putting a lot of glitter on this plate. We can scoop it back into the... Does Duty call, Miss Kathy? Duty calls. Okay, look. Ooh. Look at it. It's like shining bright like a diamond. It was really, really kind of shimmery blindingness there, wasn't it? Right, this is diamond holographic ultra fine glitter that came from Hobby Lobby, I believe. I think it's the Hobby Lobby. Yeah. I don't have a lot of glitter, but that's one that I do have. All right, put that one on here as well. All right, there's middle body, and here's head. Here's head. Oh, Krista, you sent me a message. My answer is no. Your last message you sent. I couldn't click over to my page to reply with me. Your last question. The answer is no. I can't remember what you said. You have to go. Leftover meatloaf, mashed potatoes. Ooh, I love mashed potatoes. Ribs. Had them made well back in the freezer. Ooh, oh, nice, nice. Oh, I got a twitch in my eye, guys. You ever get a twitch in your eye? Every once in a while, I get a twitch in my eye. I've been watching a lot of videos, like, but you know how you start watching videos on Facebook and then everything is then that, you know, like everything. So I had one of the gals who bought one of our puppies from Edna's litter. I used to work with her at the VA years ago, and she bought some crafts. You know, I was selling some stuff the other day, and she bought some stuff, so she stopped by to get it. I don't know if I should dry this. Let me see. I don't want to blow it away. Let's see if I can just dry a little bit. And we'll glue these on here. Yeah, that's good. So she was talking about she does the sourdough bread. She's like, oh, I love it. I made, what'd she say, discard crackers? Does anybody do sourdough? But I was watching this gal talk about the whole process of sourdough, and I was like, that just looks like too much commitment. I just don't know that I can commit. She was like, you have to, you know, when you start it, because she showed how you start it, and then like you have to feed it in the morning and feed it at night, like 12 hours in between. And then she was just like, you don't even measure, you just throw some, ooh, good old-fashioned fish and chips. That sounds lovely. All right. I think this is going to be pretty. Now, I think this one's going to kind of overlap a little bit on top of this one. And then our little head will be something like that. We'll do it like that. Okay, let's put her on here. Oh, you guys, this is why I don't love glitter, because it just gets everywhere. Someone once called it the herpes of the craft world, and I just maintain that. It doesn't go away. Just say it. I mean, it was a perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. All right. She said, oh, good grief. That sounds like something Mother would say. Oh, good grief. Oh, I like that. That sits perfectly right there. So you guys, we're still lingering in limbo at work. Are we going to keep working? Are we not going to keep working? What's the sitch? I don't know. I don't think we'll know anything until next week. They said last week we'd know this week, and now this week we'll know next week, and probably next week we'll know the next week, and it'll just keep going from there. I guess if we keep working, that's good, right? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Now I'm gonna put a little scarf on her, so that's not really gonna matter much. Like she's kind of got some broad shoulders. She's kind of. Well, you almost missed people. Hello, Miss Carol T. She's kind of got some broad shoulders. But hopefully we'll cover that up a little bit with something, with a scarf of some sort. We'll see. Okay, look at her. Look at her. I mean, you don't know she's a her yet, but she's coming along lovely. Coming along quite lovely. Let me put that moss back up there. Keep my... Thank you so much for the stars, friend. I appreciate you for that. I just appreciate you being here. Okay. So for her arms, we'll do that right now. I just like to take this. If I had some little tiny twigs, which I didn't go out in the yard. I mean, I got this right here, but I don't need her. We don't need her having big old... manly arms. We're gonna take this brown paper covered wire, and I usually I'll do a long one, and then I can just make it into two. So if you take about three folds. Oh, well, thank you. She's strong like most women have to. That's right. That's right. She's a strong, independent woman. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's see. So I got 3 pieces of that wire. This wire you can get on Amazon. I've got some red. I got some red of the same thing. And I got some green too. I really like the color of the green. Aspen! She's sassy. Sassy lassie. They're not happy. And I don't think their dad's coming home from work anytime soon. I told them they're just gonna have to suck it up for an hour. All right, see? It's giving you the finger. We gotta fix that. Oh. Now we got the black lab all fired up as well. Okay, so let me see how long this needs to be. See, this doesn't need to be that long. We'll cut that one about right there. Oh, I'll get you one, Miss Carol. I'll get you one for sure. Because this, I mean, you see how much it starts out like this, because this is pretty much new, and I've had this for probably since I lived at my house before I moved in with my husband, and now we're here. So it's probably from when I started. All right, I gotta twist that one more time. I was trying to figure out which way it was going. Maybe he is home. I think he is home. That'd be why they're barking. I didn't think he was going to be coming home. I thought he had to stay late. Well, it's either him or the boogeyman up there. The boogeyman. And look, you've got two little arms. Okay, so we'll end up sticking these right in here somehow. We can stick them right in the little corrugation. Like the little nifty thing, we'll put some glue in there, but... Hello?
You crafting?
Yeah, I didn't know you were coming home this quick.
Oh, I didn't know if you were live.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come say hi to my friends. I didn't know if he'd come down or not.
You don't have friends.
I have friends. I have 37 of them.
Huh?
37 of them on here. It includes Mother.
Hi, Mother.
Hi, Mother. All right, I think I might just put those in there like that. I was telling them about how you maybe... Oh, and Melissa was on here too. I don't know if she still is, but she was. I was telling them how you maybe come out in the garage and it was the deer head you were being put in the refrigerator. And I was like, gross.
You don't even use that fridge.
Well, yeah, but it's still gross. Kathy says, hi, Blake.
Hi, Kathy. That's the deer fridge.
The deer fridge.
We
yeah, I was telling them about...
the B for a B. Or the B for a D.
Oh, from the beer fridge to the deer fridge?
Yeah.
I was telling them about how you're having the head mounted a certain way so it can...
We're getting the whole body. We're doing the full body mount.
Oh, jeez, like Cabela. I was telling him about Cabela's, how...
No, he's going to be jumping.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he said that at first. I'm like, whatever. Whatever. I don't think so.
Well, you can put your crafts everywhere. I can put my deer parts everywhere.
You can't put your deer parts everywhere. Okay, there's his little arms. Oh, Miss Debbie said hi, Blake.
Hi, Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie and Miss Kathy both live down in Louisiana, remember?
Oh, that's right. We got to go gator hunting down there.
Gator hunting. Well, I'm not sure that they're into that, but I'll check with them. Oh, Miss Nora says hi, too.
Hi, Miss Nora.
See, Mother didn't say hi. She was like, whatever. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys, that's looking cute, isn't it?
See if I babysit her truck again.
Oh, babe. You can let them out. They were just eating. Well, thank you, Miss Jennifer. Okay, you guys, look at this really pretty material. Now, look all this. This is kind of what I inherited, I think, from, I'm pretty sure this came from my cousin's, her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law. They had a ginormous collection of material. We talked about this before. Oh, you did too? She did say hi, Blake. He's gone. Oh, Miss Jackie said hi too. You can tell him. Oh, you can tell Miss Debbie. You can tell him where to go. You can hang. I'm gonna tell him that. I'm gonna hang my ribbons from your antlers. Ah, that's funny. Oh, he'll love that. All right, now I want to make her a scarf, right? So I thought this was really pretty material to use because of this, because of the moss. Put that down there for right now. But I also have some of this little floofy floof, and I had some pink lace here, and I thought, I don't know how much I can work this into a little scarf, but I thought it would be kind of cute to kind of zhuzh her up. Zhuzh her up a little bit. I said, hello, Great White Hunter. I must have missed it. I missed it. I didn't think he was coming home. I thought he was staying late tonight, but must be they didn't have to stay tonight, obviously. I don't always find out until he shows up. I don't always know what's happening until he gets here. All right, let me just discuss the end. Okay. So let's see here how this is going to look. We whip her up a little pretty little scarf here. So I think I'm going to kind of fold it in half. See if we can fold it in half and then like bend it down, right? So we kind of do like this and then we can bend it down. Let's try. Let me glue it. Let me take this little foofy foof. A little foofy. Guys, remember this lace I got from, I don't know, the lace estate sale. I got tons of lace from the estate sale. I was really trying to make this look girly with the I think I'm getting it cold. My nose does nothing but run. So annoying. I decided to use some glitter and I was like, let's make this a little girly. A girly looking snowman. A girly snow lady. Snow lady. Alright, let me see if I can kind of work this in. Maybe that can just go on top of it. I don't want to hide it though. Maybe we can just kind of do something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out here. We'll figure it out. Alright, let me glue. Well, hello, Miss Dawn. How are you, friend? Okay, we'll put a little glue right here, and then I'm just going to fold it over on itself, because this is one-sided. You know, like, it's not the pattern on both sides. Woo! A little hot. A little hot. Maybe we can make a little something there in the corner. Maybe I can do a little cinching. Do you ever see somebody do that? I was watching somebody the other day do that. I think it was Summer with Hammond's Nest. She was doing a little, oh, I don't want to burn myself, but you can do a little cinching, but you got to kind of got to hold it and glue it and hold and glue and hold and glue, and it can get a little challenging. This on here. Let me just glue that part. It may not work. Oh, it's garbage night, you guys. Thursday night's garbage night. You know what that means. Gotta go around the house getting all the garbage cans. Highway 80 sale is this weekend. Runs from Texas to Georgia straight through our town. Gobs of vendor. Oh my gosh. I think there's like something like that. Oh, I know there's something like that that we have up here similar to that, where it goes like miles and miles and miles. I always thought it was kind of crazy though, because it's like on like highways. I'm always like, I'd be so scared you get out of your car and semi'd hit you or something. Just because there's so much traffic on those, you know, kind of busy-ish highways. I'm like, ugh. That's why I don't like going to estate sales that are on busy roads like that, because it's just people, they don't slow down. Makes me nervous. Makes me a little nervous. All right. I'm still cinching, you guys. This is cute. Oh, and yes, and clean out the fridge. You are so right. Oh my gosh, yes. Clean out the fridge is right. It's like, what didn't we eat? What did we not eat that we need to throw out? Man, I've been watching videos about, you know, like freezing things and, you know, it's like so much waste. You know, we buy stuff and we don't eat it and it goes bad. I'm like, so much waste. It's just the two of us, and it's like, we got to do better. Of course, we've been saying that forever, and here we are. Not do it so hot. Okay, I'm going to trim that down right there. That is cute, you guys. I'll trim these both kind of on an angle. Let's see, look. Isn't that cute? Illinois has one of those too, where they do the gazillion miles garage sale. I love that. So stinking cute. In November, we have Maine to Maine, which is about 45 to 60 miles. Oh, wow. It's crazy. All right, so what I was thinking is, what if I twirled this up? I don't know if this will look good or not. I was thinking maybe I could make it look like a flower. I don't know if it will or not. Let's just, oops. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, it kind of looks like a flower. All right, I have an idea. I rolled it up. I'm gonna... Krista, did you get that refrigerator moved? I thought that was really a hefty project, that you were like, I'm going to move a fridge. I'm like, what? Like a big one? Or like a little tiny, like, you know, camper fridge? Like, ow! That's lace. The glue goes right through. You and Mother should come in November. Oh, good Lord. All right, so I'm thinking, let me chop this in half, because obviously we don't need it sticking up there. And let me see if how it looks when I do that. Oh, that's kind of cute. Well, thank you, Miss Sheila. You guys, up next is Miss Sheila with Sheila's Little Treasures. And we are in the Stand Tall crafting group today with Miss Krista, of course. The lovely Miss Krista. I don't know that I want to use that. I gotta back up a little bit more. Beep, beep. Yeah, this is what I like right here. Oh, I had some more. Where did it go? Ooh, lamb's ear would be pretty, but that's so big. That's so big. I'm gonna use some of this. It'll be fun. It'll only take us like days to get there. Oh, shoot. Oh, this is gonna be so cute. All right, so we put a little leaf there. I guess that's all I really need. I can just pluck these off. Put a little leaf there, put a little leaf here. Let's do 3 leaves. A small one my mom can't lift. Was it loaded? It was loaded. Oh, that's gonna be cute. So we're gonna put 3 little leaves from this little something I plucked from somewhere. I'm gonna put that right here on the corner of the scarf. And I'm backwards with my right hand. That's great. That's great. All right, let's see how this flower looks now. We stick it on there. Oh, that's cute. Let me see here. Trying to just twirl it a little bit more here so it looks. Oh, look, it kind of looks like a little rose, doesn't it? Well, maybe not. Let me get it on here. It kind of looks like the rose that's already on the material. Let me smush it. Let me smush it on here. You're a good daughter to your mother. You're a good daughter to your mother. You are a good daughter. She needed your help. You were there to fix her up. I'm going to do one more little petal here and see if that... Let's see. I'm going to take that one out and slide that one over a little bit. All right, you guys, check that out. Does that look cute? Looks like a little rose. It's it's only a 14-hour drive. Only we should be able to easily work that out, right? Actually, when I cut this one off, it kind of left a little one as well. Look, get another one right here. Okay, so her hat, or her, I thought I would make her a, oh shoot, little earmuffs. Look at that. Now I'm going to cut it down and maybe do it like that. So does that look weird? Because it's got it all the way. It's got it all the way across there. I don't know if I can get these off. Let me see if I can get these off. This was like, oh, I didn't bring it over. I think this might have been from Hobby Lobby. You guys know this little, I was going to see if I could remove this off here. But I don't know, because I wanted to use this little white, it's like, almost like sparkly wire that these little puff balls are on. But I thought that would look like the earmuff. But I don't know if I can get those off there, if it looks stupid with them on there like that. Okay, hold on. I think I might be able to get it. Let's see. Okay, I got it. Now I only need to take 2 more off. So, Mother and I discovered something that was a little bit disturbing. We did not appreciate it. Thank you, CBS. They canceled FBI's Most Wanted and FBI International. Mother says she didn't really watch International, or she could do without that one. But I like to watch International because it had this guy that used to be on As the World Turns. If you guys ever watched As the World Turns back in the day, Barbara's son Paul, do you remember him? He was on that show, and I loved seeing him grown up. And I mean, grown up. He's probably as old as I am. No, he's not that old. Yeah, they canceled it. I was like, rude. I was trying to watch it the other night, and it wasn't on. And then I found out that FBI, the regular one, is on now on Mondays instead of Tuesdays. I think my dogs are outside barking and my husband's not hearing it because he's way down here at this end of the house. I'm sorry this is taking so long, but I'm hoping I can get this off here without it breaking. So far I've gotten 2 off there. Let's see if we can get this last one. Hopefully it doesn't look dumb after I get it off there. Oh no, it's cute. It's cute. We just got to get this last one off here. So you can remove these little doohickeys. Just be careful when you're trying to get off. You don't cut your wire. That's what I'm about to do. So yeah, they moved the nights of the shows. They canceled the shows. Yes. So tonight is Thursday. Oh, so I can watch Law and Order. So they did keep Law and Order and Law and Order SVU. I had it on last week. Well, not the night it was on, because I don't know. Well, I can't watch. Let's face it. Thursday nights, what is it? Thursday? Yeah. Thursday nights football, Sunday nights football, Monday nights football. I can't watch. I mean, we have more than one TV, but if I'm going to, watch TV with my husband, it's going to be football, which is fine. But, so I usually watch it afterwards. So he came home from work one day and I had Law and Order on. Okay, look. We did it. We did it. Woohoo, we did it. Cute. All right, so I think I can just kind of pull this down like so. So it's on her like that. That's cute. All right. Let's put a little glue on the back here. But anyway, he was like, he was talking smack about my show. And I was like, listen, I've been watching Olivia Benson for 25 seasons or whatever. Talking smack about Olivia. Oh, shoot. It's my girl. I like that show. I even watch them run the reruns. Okay, you guys, look. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. It is so stinking cute. I love it. Well, now let's get rid of all this mess we made. Okay, now the question is, should I use some of these doll eyes? Should I put eyes on her? Yes, you like Law and Order 2 and FBI's. I know. There's only the one FBI left now. It makes me sad. What do you guys think? Should I put the eyes on her, or should I just make her a nose and leave her faceless? Just put the nose, because a lot of times we just put the noses on them. What do you think? Let me make her a nose real quick. I think I can do that with the corrugation. What time is it? Oh, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes and all is well. I think she's cute. You've been binging Shameless, which is funny that you say that. It's because there was a commercial on the other night for a... it's Bruce Springsteen. There's a movie. Is it a movie? Bruce Springsteen, or is it a show? I don't know, but it's Lip, the guy who plays Lip on Shameless. He plays Bruce Springsteen. So we were just talking, like, look, it's Lip. I hadn't seen Lip in forever because we watched Shameless forever ago. Love that. Okay, let's get my Pueblo, paint the nose. Oh, you want me to put some eyes on it? On her? I'm trying to figure out where I would put the eyes, because it's the corrugated. I gotta figure out the right placement of them. Gotta figure out the right placement of the eyes. We'll put the nose on first, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I feel like the dogs are barking, but I'm not sure if that's what I hear. You love Lip and want to see them. That would be so good. Yeah, I did. I just saw a commercial for it like last night. Just last night. I hadn't seen that before. Whoops. I threw it right into the... Oops. Used to watch Law and the first FBI, but quit watching years ago. Well, that's no good. No, just kidding. All right, I could put her little nose just like that and kind of wrap it right around the that little corrugation. That would be perfect. Let me pull this up real quick and just trim this one little piece. As soon as I heard you talk about monster people here at work, we're watching. Miss Kathy and I were talking about it today. I haven't watched another. I don't even know if I'm going to. I don't. It's just not my thing. You know, I love the only kind of like horror-ish movies I like is like The Conjuring. I like The Conjuring, but that's like more of like the exorcism kind of thing, and that's why I like that. I don't like when people like Silence of the Lambs, where they like to wear other people's skin. I don't love that. I just think that's really gross. I don't love that. You have your skin, I have mine. Let's just everybody keep it that way, you know? Like, that's just gross. That's just gross. Okay, we need to put eyes, huh? Let's see. Yes, Miss Sheila is up next. Okay, let me see if I can figure out where these little eyes can go. Suppose we could just kind of sit them in there like that. No, wait, maybe I'll just go smaller. Let's see. Give her one big eye and one small eye. All right, was that size? Yeah. Okay, so there's two size eyes that we could use. Blake! I don't know if you can hear them or not. I feel like they're barking. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's the TV I hear. All right, I'm just trying to get these to life. Okay, you guys see? Do you like the big eye or the small eye? Because then we can do like the smaller one. I could use the smaller one on the, if we use the big one, hell, we could use the small ones on the mouth. What do you guys think? How much time do we have? We got 6 minutes. Let me see if I can, let me see. This is going to be very tedious. Very tedious. Let me put a little glue right there. It's a little dab of glue. And we're going to play Operation. We're going to try anyway. All right, that's perfect. Big eyes, small eyes. Okay, small eyes. Okay, I've got two smalls and a big. Small, big, big, small. Okay. Mother says big eyes, small mouth. Small eyes. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Y'all are going the different directions. Big eyes, small mouth. Okay, let me get the mouth on here, because obviously the mouth's going to be the small. I mean, I'm not going to put big, huge. I don't know how I'm going to get all these on here. I should have done. I should have used some rhinestones. That's what I should have done. Could have done some rhinestones for the mouth. Come on. My gosh, you guys, I was watching the Jeffersons last night. There's a channel. I don't even know what it's called. But there's a channel that has all these old shows, and I had it on. Now I feel like I'm conflicted. Like I need to continue watching tonight because the Jeffersons went to Hawaii. Did you ever see the Jeffersons go to Hawaii? And the Willises were in Hawaii. You know, their neighbors, and their like son's parents. Wait, their son's parents. Their son's in-laws. And they were in Hawaii, and they thought they were going to miss them because they were going to go to Hawaii because George was having high blood pressure. So the doctor said, you need to go on vacation. So Louise, whatever, she paid for Florence to go. You remember Florence, the maid. Okay, there's the mouth. It's not TV land. I don't know what it's like a weird something I'd never heard of. How much time do we got left? 3 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try to get these eyes on here. We'll do these big eyes. Wait, are this the same eyes? Wait. All right, I think we're gonna use that size eye. That's a little bit smaller than what. So we're doing in between. Can't get that off there now. Apparently that was a bigger eye. Put that in there. see if I can get the same size. I don't know if there's 2 different size eyes in that thing. But anyway, they ended up in Hawaii all at the same time. And was that what? Yeah, it was. I don't know. I feel like I was watching 2 different shows. I was watching 227. You guys remember 227? You guys, sitcoms from back then were hilarious. They were just hilarious. And then I was even watching Family Ties. That was on too. I was down here crafting, so the TV was just on. It wasn't really watching, but I feel like I'm invested now because I went upstairs and I put the Jeffersons back on because I was like, well, I got to see how their trip to Hawaii goes. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. Let me see if I can get this in here right. Okay. Look, you guys, look. She's turning out so stinking cute. Guys, my time is just about up. I'm going to have to do some stuff down the front here. I got to zhuzh up a little bit more. I'm probably going to paint some of these little, like, snowflakes that I have here and put around the outside. But I think she's so stinking cute. Nope, it's not Ion. I'll have to look and see what it is. I don't know what it is. It's so weird. It's something just weird that I'd never come across before. You guys, I think this is so stinking cute. Thank you, Miss Dawn. You guys, please make sure if you're not in the Stand Tall group that you get in there, because up next is Miss Sheila with Sheila's Little Treasures. We gotta go check her out. I gotta fix my arm here. I feel like one arm is longer than the other. Maybe I need to fold one arm down. Maybe I'll do like something like that. Look. Maybe I'll make her arms go down and like this. Hold on, let's see. Look. I kind of like him like that. All right, you guys, it's 5 o'clock. I got to go. Thanks so much for being here. Have a great night. Bye-bye.